We got that dang on Modelo Black. Yeah, what's going on, everyone? Thumbs up to y'all. We out here talking bad to the bone. What's good, everyone? It's your boy, the avicular apparition. We're gonna be opening up some Hot Wheels. We're gonna be doing some badass stunts. And I'm going to be talking about my all-new soybean popcorn diet. I'm going to be eating nothing but soybean Mountain Dew for 2 years straight, and we're going to see what happens. But I thought, let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and get this party started. We've got my hot pink Barbie bandana here. And I've got my skeletal bottle opener, which will see much abuse tonight. So let's go ahead and get this shit wicked twisted. We got our supernatural lighter, little Sam Winchester there. Y'all already know what's good. Let's go ahead and rip this. And before I do, I should inform you all that as a resident of the state of Minnesota, I'm about to legally get high within the grounds of the law. Legally high in the state of Minnesota. Here we go. In the state of Minnesota, legally high. Here we go. Ready? In the state of Minnesota. Getting legally high by the grounds of the law. Here we go. Ready? In the state of Minnesota, it's legal here. We're going to do it. Alright, you guys ready? Oh yeah, that was very legal and twisted. Hell yeah, my stoner brothers. Right on. I love obeying the law and getting high. That's where it's at, bros. Support your local sheriff's department. And smoke a bowl with them, because it's legal. Let's get another rip going. Oh yeah. As this video is saved for many future generations, I hope they all remember that was all legally done in the state of Minnesota, and I'm now high legally in Minnesota in grounds of the legalization law. So nobody can say anything, because it's legal. What really sucks is all that meth that I smoked before I got here was not legal, and so I've got a lot of feds on my ass for that, but they ain't gonna fucking take me down for smoking weed. Only crystal, baby. Let's peep the fit really quick. We got the old as fuck Sam Hyde coronavirus. Got some sweat shorts on because it's kind of warm out. You know, we're repping the MDE as always. I think a lot of people even forgot about this one. This is a classic, the coronavirus shirt. Alright, so let's go ahead and get it. I got a jammer right here that's fucking water damaged. Looks like some little kid spilled his Corona with lime on it. It's pretty unfortunate, but I don't really care. I got a nice little bag of goodies here for you. I got a little special treat at the end that I will save for last because it's pretty dope-a-reno. But let's go ahead and get it. If you're watching this in the future, which I'm sure you probably will be, give me money on Venmo. I'm wallhack413. That's wallhack413. Be sure to give me a big chunk of your paycheck. If you're watching this like 2 years from now, and you'll be like the third viewer, that Venmo's still gonna be there, brother. So don't feel like you're not obligated, even though it's gonna be 2 years down the road when you first see this. That shit's still gonna be there, man, and I'm still gonna want that money too. So don't be shy. Don't be shy now, you know. I don't care, you know, white, black, gay, straight, trans, cis, whatever, you know, you got money, give it to me, and I will take it. So keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and we get it started. We got, boy, what the fuck? I have no idea what this even is. What the fuck? This is some kind of Lamborghini. It says Lamborghini Scion? That's probably reversed on your screen. Scion FKR 37. The burp was part of the name. It's Italian. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I I haven't given a fuck about whatever the most latest contemporary hyper car, clown car bullshit is. Like, I don't really care. I don't know what the newest Ferraris are. I don't know what the newest Lambos are. I barely know what the new Porsches are. That shit's all very boring and just posh, hoity-toity nonsense to me. I don't really care, but you know, you can't lie. It's a pretty sick-looking car. I like the cool Y-shaped daytime running lights. Some kind of, I'm assuming that's a fake hood scoop because it's a mid-engined car. But who cares? Let's go ahead and open her up. Anything on the back? This is part of the Hot Wheels Exotics line. I'm not gonna have a little notebook here, you know, like I did last time. I'm just gonna get real shitty and just open them and make funny comments. So it's the Hot Wheels Exotic line. Usually pretty cool shit there. A lot of normie stuff. Pretty good. Let's go ahead and take a look skis. This is in the latest color of Carhartt Dayglow Fluorescent Roadside Safety Orange. Pretty dank. We got some tampographed headlights. Tampographed Lamborghini Bull Shield. Can't really see. Won't focus, but it's there. We got a tampographed Lamborghini logo. Pretty cool. The light design's pretty sweet. I like these rims. They're grayed out. They're like cool tuner rims. I like the windshield wipers molded onto the plastic of the windscreen. That's a nice touch. Pretty litty little machine here. Rolls real nice. I like this. This is nice. You know, this is pretty cool. Could definitely have a lot of fun with this. Pretty litty. I like the back. Looks like we've got the logo for the car and then some somewhat poorly applied rear brake lights, which probably again won't show up, but it's alright. Pretty cool. Got the ridiculous mid-engined air plexiglass air slats, whatever the fuck. These cars are all just kind of ridiculous to me now. They're all kind of boring. Like if like, you know, you make it in life and like your first aspiration is, oh, I'm gonna buy a Lambo. Like, man, fuck you. You're lame. You're a lamer. To have like any kind of dumb supercar like a Ferrari or a Lambo is your aspirational dream car. It's just dumb. Just makes you look like completely tasteless and just like tactless. Like just a dumbass airhead with a bunch of money who bought a Ferrari because it looks cool and Ozzy's got one. What a joke, am I right, people? All right, we'll make a little cars and coffee setup here. All right, up next, I was actually pretty excited about this one. This one's pretty litty. We got the Audi R5 e-tron Quattro, right? Oh, sorry, e-tron GT. It can't be a Quattro because it's an EV. The Audi RS e-tron GT. You know, I don't really like electric cars much, but Audis are they're pretty hot. I'm not gonna lie, I'd have sex with them in the tailpipe because they're pretty sexy looking cars. They have that very tacky, overdone, like super futuristic angled lines, bug wagon type of shit, but they make it look pretty good. A lot of other companies, like I think GM's way too over stylized. They're going way too like, they think this is like fucking Starship Troopers and we gotta have everything be like a hard sci-fi military vehicle with straight edges and shit. But I love the tampograph on this. Shit is dope. The headlights are super detailed. Audi rings are super detailed. You can't really see it, but the plate is like a Euro plate, and it says HWGRSP, which means Hot Wheels Green Speed, because again, this is a tree-hugging snowflake EV. Really, really cool light bar on the back. The detail on this is sick, and it's really crazy to think that this is a standard casting. This is not like some kind of fucking Real Riders Redline Club. You gotta pay $20. Nah, man, this is just a good old peg warmer. Shit is dope. Awesome detail. Sweet rims. Those almost kind of look like the real thing. Honestly, can't see the interior too well because it's fully closed in there, but looks pretty sweet. I'm sure this car has some kind of fucking ridiculous infotainment screen that's 28 inches wide and 30 inches long, and it'll fucking speak Chinese to you and all this wacky shit. But a very, very cool car. Fucking really sweet. EVs are pretty lame altogether. If you own one, you're an even bigger lamer. But sometimes they're kind of cool, and the Audi is definitely a cool one to have. All right, we're gonna mix it up a bit. We're gonna take you into a little Hot Wheels fantasy land with this one. All right, we're gonna bust it out to the orange track land. Right, we're going deep into fantasy land with this one. We got Rolling Solo like a gay cowboy in a liberal state. Rolling Solo. This is a Hot Wheels original design. I never used to collect these. I kind of thought that they were pretty, they were kind of weak, a little corny, and some of them are, but I've come to really learn that's part of the charm of these things, you know? Just the corniness. Rubles, hi, what's up? Love ya, appreciate ya. Mwah, mwah. Thanks for watching. At least hey man, if I got one supporter, that's all I need. If I got one person who's gonna ride or die for me, that's all I need, man. That's better than zero. One's better than none. Never forget that one, folks. One's better than none. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So this is a Hot Wheels original design called Rolling Solo. It's supposed to be designed for the track. High speed, zero friction wheels. Got that sweet ass copyright claimed Hot Wheels orange on there. It's a track champ. It's got some really sweet rims. Ridiculous aerodynamic design. Got a Frankenstein with some flames coming out of it. Alright, let's check it out. Got the Charmonics hat on. You already know what's good. Shout out to Rhode Island. I love clam chowder. Alright. This thing's pretty sweet. We got a cool design. A little black, red, and silver. Hold on. I'm sitting on my knees like a toddler, and it's like cutting the circulation off. So I'm gonna go manlet mode here, get a little shorter. But we got 41 on the side. That is how many volcanoes this beast has conquered, which is fucking sick. Like, you know, 2-3 volcanoes, very impressive. This motherfucker, 41 volcanoes conquered and defeated. This thing is a beast. The wheels are sweet. I think they might be the same as the Audi e-tron, but just not the reflective. Yeah, them bitches are the same, but that's okay. It looks sweet. This thing is all plastic. The body is plastic, and this black part in the middle is die-cast, and the red part. I use the word die-cast loosely because these days I feel like Hot Wheels aren't even actually die-cast. They're probably some kind of like really, really shitty ass like composite metal that's like aluminum and steel or some shit. Probably not actual die-cast metal. Maybe they are. I don't know. I don't know anything, man. I went to fucking clown school and I flunked. That's how dumb I am. I don't know shit. Shit. You know, on the bottom, they're usually said they're made in like Malaysia or Indonesia, something like that. So, you know, you got quality third world synthetic alloys going into these things. I mean, no disrespect by that at all, but I'm just saying, you know, like the old school ones from the 60s, 70s, even the 80s, like you could fucking like, you could use those in a homicide case. Like, them things are sturdy as hell. You wouldn't want to get hit with one. Anyway, alright. This one, I'm pretty sure I have a casting of this already, but I like to collect different liveries. You know, I'm like that. I'm the guy who has, like, fucking 7 different twin mills with different liveries. We got the Nissan Patrol Custom. This thing is sweet, old 80s Japanese SUV. Let's read. I think it was 2008. It was the first year that Hot Wheels would do this thing where they have little, like, fucking baseball cards on the back of the card, and they would, like, have little just product placement, basically, little marketing blurb. I think that was 08, maybe 09, but somewhere around time they started doing that. This one says, I smoked my speed weed for this one. This one was born 1992, Japan. Scale, the toughest sand dune in this Middle Eastern Middle Eastern? Oh, bro, Nissan Custom, bro, lifted Nissan Custom, bro, lifted Nissan Custom. Oh yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, glue your foot on the gas and get up to 2,000 horsepower in this light and powerful sand beast. I am gonna need a Wikipedia citation needed on that one. I kind of think I get what they're going at. So if you look in the card art here, it would appear that this whole concept of this is that someone has swapped in a like Nissan, an RB32 engine from a Nissan Skyline GTR, and they've dropped it into this 80s SUV, and they're implying that it makes 200 horsepower, and I guess, you know, we've got 2 turbocharger turbines coming out the hood there. But I'm still going to call bullshit on that. I do not think you would be getting 2,000 horsepower, even out of a twin-turbo Nissan Skyline engine. I think somebody from the Nissan marketing department got a fat check from that one. And also probably a fat erection, too, if I'm being honest. Alright, so we got the Nissan Patrol. It's colored in the Hot Wheels color. Pretty fucking legit. Got the fucking cool ass Sandblaster, Nutbuster, Dunebuster rims. There's your exposed engine. Definitely. Oh yeah, that's definitely like an RB23 Skyline engine. You got the twin turbo. Focus on the pizza. So definitely a Nissan Skyline engine in there. It looks like it's mounted like asymmetrically, almost as if they somehow moved the engine to completely one side, and then they've got the turbines. Maybe that's just a style. I don't think the engine's actually like that. Maybe it's just really wide. I don't know. Whatever. They've removed the spare tire and they just left the funky divot with little squiggly anime lines. That's kind of cool. This thing is sweet though. Even got a little product placement. Got a little Motol, little K&N logos on there. I love the off-road Hot Wheels. I think they're really cool. The way that they do these roided out, juiced up rims and shit. It's super cool. I love them. They're fun to blast around and burp at them. This one's pretty cool. Plus, I think some of the most lit and obscure real-life cars are what they make into the off-road ones, like the Jeep Wagoneer and shit. That's pretty cool. What else I got in my little bag of toys here? What else I got in my little M&M bag of toys? What else I got here in my little Slim Shady bag of toys? I got a little 2-for-1 right here. Alright, you ready? What the fuck? We got a tuned twin mill. What is going on? He smoked some Joe Rogan drugs, and now he's all fucked up looking. Look at this. But he didn't do it alone, bro. We got an S10 Chevy that was also doing Joe Rogan drugs, and now they're having a terrible ego death experience. And they're all fucked up looking because they did Joe Rogan drugs, and they've experienced ego death, and their minds are all fucking scrambled, and they're gonna leave Pink Floyd now. Oh man, these things are... What happened to them? They're just tuned. They're just tuned. This was a thing they did back in the 2000s. It was, I feel like maybe I might be the only person who remembers it. It's like this really weird, obscure thing where they took certain models and tuned them and made them like all fat and wonky with crazy proportions. Kind of reminds me of the toy car DLC for Burnout Paradise, where they made the cars all tiny and cute. This is honestly kind of fucking cool. Like, this is very litty. It's chunky and hefty. The design is super cute. This thing's conquered 5 volcanoes. Sorry, I'm looking at it's 2 volcanoes, which is a low number compared to the the tracks. What's this one called again? Rolling Solo. Rolling Solo is 841 volcanoes. Twin Mill has only eaten 2, which is still pretty impressive. It is indeed Twin Mill after all, so it's only conquered 2 volcanoes. But I love these proportions. Big, huge, heckin' chonker rear wheels. Tiny little heckin' small chonker front wheels. I love the proportions. We've got some sort of Japanese man's name on here. Oh, sorry, it says Hot Wheels Graphics. I thought it was like kanji or something. It just says Hot Wheels Graphics. Kind of like the cool like Lotus Racing colors. Very nice. Cool yellow line. Yeah, this is litty. This is honestly cool as hell. And the only thing that would make it cooler would be a 1980s Chevy that's been... This thing's been modded out. Looks like it would be on the cover of some kind of like late 80s, early 90s mini truck magazine. Maybe like some kind of like Southern California lowrider magazine that's only printed in Spanish. Maybe something like that. Definitely maybe a little Cholo influence on this one. I can't tell. I'm a little torn between if this is supposed to be some kind of cool off-roader or just like a cool-ass like 90s mini truck lowrider. I could kind of see this with like ridiculous purple metallic paint and these cool pinstripes. But regardless, this shit is sweet. I love the huge blown engine sticking out. We've got like some old school 80s the KC brand lights on the light bar there. And the proportions are so cute. It really really goes good well with twin mill here. I'll get them up close and unfocused for you to see. Very cute. They want to kiss. They're so cute. I love them. Very nice. Very nice. Let's get these out of the way here. We've seen those already. Let's get those out of the way. What else I got in my M&M bag of toys? Here's one you've seen before. RS 2000 Ford Escort. The John Taffer of European Ford compact cars. Pretty cool. Got this cool red livery. My cat is clawing at my bandana. That's pretty funny, actually. I thought the fucking judge, I thought the reckoning was coming, man. I thought God was coming to take me to hell for all of my many sins, but it was just my cat clawing at the bandana. That's funny. Cool red and white. Again, I don't really know how I feel about the Ken Block, Need for Speed, Fast and Furious mixed rims. That's kind of cringe. It's kind of like Instagram core. Don't know how I feel about that one, but whatever. Let's see. All right. Yeah, see, I don't know how I feel about the mixed rims. That's kind of... It reminds me when I was in high school, that shit was hot. Like, doing different colored, different designed rims on your piece of shit Infiniti G35. But I love the detail. Got some cool 80s square headlights on there, molded in the plastic. Love in the back. We got a super British... this bro he's... The pitch is looking lovely today, and he's fucking on his way to scream for his favorite team to score some goals. We got that cool UK plate. Awesome Tampograph taillights. I'm a fucking sucker. That's my favorite gender. Shout out to Tampagraphs on Hot Wheels. That's my favorite gender. This one has plenty. No volcanoes conquered. Like, this thing has a number circle, number board, whatever you want to call it, for a number to show off how many volcanoes it's conquered. But this thing might actually be a rookie, and it might have never actually seen a volcano yet, which means it has potential to conquer a volcano. And I dropped it, but that's why I have a Barbie bandana down, so it's all good. What else I got in my M&M bag of toys here? Ooh, I'm looking dark. There we go, that's better. Alright, this might be the best one of the night. This is just genuinely a sweet design. So we got Mad Splash. That's what your girl be doing when I tell her I listen to Broken Side. Mad Splashing. Oh yeah, this thing has got a water taxi livery on here. Pretty dope. Got a golden, like a gold vacuumized gold engine, and the design is cool. So it's like the whole bottom half is designed to just look like a big old splashing wave. Very cool. Let's get a better look. This is sweet. Kind of reminds me of Hydro Thunder. That was like Daytona USA for Mortal Kombat fans that played Madden. So yeah, this is really cool. The way it actually almost looks even better looking at it through a cell phone camera. You can kind of see they made the bottom all flat, so it just looks like a power boat, and then the wheels and shit are all clear. This is cool. All right, nothing's gonna beat this, and I got some cool shit coming up after this. But nah, this is probably gonna be the coolest one of the night. I love the water taxi design. That's kind of random, but I don't know. So that just makes it cooler that it's a taxi. I don't even know if these like power racing boats can hold 2 people, but who gives a fuck? It's hot. It's beat that faster than ever, baby. Oh yeah, thing is sweet, very sweet. Oh, hold on, no. We're going to save that one. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Alright. Check that out. We're talking about bad at the bone. Here we go, baby. That's as bad as bone. Bad to the bone as it gets. A little monster truck bone shaker. Can you believe it? Let's get it open. It's incredibly deeply entangled in plastic and cardboard here. Let's plop it out. Oh yeah. Let's check her out. We got ourselves a genuine gravedigger situation here. Not even plastic, that's a real metal body. We got the cool ass, like, late 2000s bone shaker graphics. I love it. Big ol' cool red line tires. This thing is lit. You can't even deny. Y'all already know Bone Shaker's the coolest Hot Wheel ever made, ever. It's literally like the coolest. It's every cool, like, Grim Reaper holding two guns that says "Listen up, liberal." Like, this is the kind of car that kind of character drives. Is the Bone Shaker, and we got some sweet red line looking motherfuckers on there. Very cool. And it came with a little crush car. It's like an old station wagon that's been spray painted orange, and it has some kind of pegs on it that I can assume you can use that to smoke drugs or something out of. But as you can see, we can just be crushing a car. That's pretty dope, I'm not gonna lie. Gotta love a good bone shaker. Alright. 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 I got a couple more left here. So let's get into something here that's actually pretty damn cool. I got a big mess of Hot Wheels here. Alright. We got the Fast and the Furious 10-pack. Oh yes. This thing's got some heat on it. This thing is sweet. This thing is rad. We got 10 Hot Wheels from a selection of Fast and Furious movies, all of which are of a variety of quality. That's the joy of those movies. But we got 10 of them. This thing was hard to find. My girlfriend got it for me for my birthday, which I was very thankful for, because it's not very cheap. It wasn't originally that expensive, but then, you know, scalpers and shit got it, so shout out to her. She knows who she is, Miss Rubles. Thank you for that. But yeah, this thing is sweet. I've been dying to open this one up, so let's go ahead and get jiggy with this little jiving number here. And it's all taped up. I wish I had, you guys remember that episode of Family Guy where it was like a what-if scenario? And they all got superpowers and they made Meg really lame and she got, like, her fingernails can grow really long. I wish I could do that right now so I could cut the tape on this Fast and Furious 10-pack. I also wish you guys would give me money on Venmo because I think I deserve it. I don't really do a lot, so I think to compensate for that, I should get paid money to do nothing. So feel free to give me money on Venmo. I'm Wallhack413. But here we go. We got a little, we got a landfill clogger here holding 10 Hot Wheels. We'll go through and check them out. We got 2 exclusives. I believe they're brand new castings exclusively for this, although I might be wrong. Who cares either way? Let's, you know what? For such an epic moment, I think this calls to get even more batter to more bones with a little bit more Modelo. Am I allowed to say that word? Am I allowed to say that? Like, I'm just gonna say Modelo Black because I don't know if I'm allowed to say what that says on there. I don't want to get in trouble, so I might have to we'll just say Modelo Black because I can't say that. I'll get in trouble. The FBI is gonna come with a SOP mod M4 with an EOTech sight and a green laser pointer, and they're gonna fucking kick in my door, and there'll be two guys with tack shields and custom Beretta M9s, and they're all gonna arrest me because I said what type of Modelo this is, because I can't say that. But anyway, enough yipper yapping. Like I said, these are 10 cars from Fast and Furious. Those movies are all of a variety of qualities, and the cars in them are also of a variety of qualities. Some of them are pretty cool, and honestly, some of them are pretty fucking stupid, but for the most part, I think they've picked some of the more interesting and recognizable ones. So we'll start with the two exclusives, and like I said, these might be new castings, but I think these also might have been premiums, like Redline clubs and the really expensive premium ones that were sort of downgraded. They went from PS5 to PS4, and they made them into standard models, or they might be some other third thing that I don't even know about. But let's get it either way. So to start it off, we've got a really cool car here. We've got the R32 Nissan GTR. Everybody knows this car, one of the most famous sports car ever made. I'm really struggling to remember which one this was in. I think it was 6. 6 was the last one that Paul Walker was in, I'm pretty sure. He and Mia fucking Brian and Mia drive this in a scene in 6, but I could be wrong. The details on this, like, I was just talking about how tampographed Hot Wheels are my favorite gender. Well, then I'm probably going to be in love with this car, because the tampographs are insane. The whole rear end is completely done. We've got the skyline in the middle, the little GTR logo, the Nissan badging, the taillights and everything, all very dope. They even got the little 2 white lights around the license plate. I know you can't fucking see that at all. Not going to focus on the pizza, but it looks dope. Front end of the car, just the same deal. The headlights look insane. They're awesome. Got the JDM amber sides going on there. Very sweet. You can see the intercooler ridges modeled in there. They are in there, I promise. There's like textured intercooler for your pleasure in there, but you can't see it because I'm on a cell phone in a dark room. But it got the cool, kind of shitty little like Nissan GTR logo that's even in real life you can barely even see it, and it's just like a little red and white smudge, but still looks very dope. Plus it's a Skyline. These cars are insane. They're awesome. They don't sell them in America because us round eyes were not ready for that level of control and horsepower. All we want to do is put our foot down and go in a straight line, and this car is so much more than that. We weren't ready. We weren't allowed to have it. Only the Aussies were the only other ones, and the Euros. I actually don't know if the Euros got the Skyline. Well, the Aussies and the Japanese, they were the only two who were allowed to get the Skyline. And this car is sweet. I love rolling it around with my little finger. It's so much fun. The detail is insane. And I could definitely, I guess you could justify the like $80 freaking price tag on this 10-pack. Maybe, but probably not. Alright, so this is the second exclusive casting. I'm going to awkwardly look down. Here we go. This is the Dodge Charger. I believe this is from Fast 9, so this is some sort of insane bullshit they did. Remember I was talking about some of the cars in the Fast and Furious movie are like mad lame. Well, this is one of them. So this is, of course, Dom's 1970 Dodge Charger, but what we've done here, and you probably can't see it, but in the back, you can almost see it, is the engine. This is a sort of it'd be MR. It's like mid-rear. The engine is mounted transversely over the rear axle, and it's supposed to be the engine from a Dodge Hellcat pulled straight out of Chief Keef's. Pulled straight out of Pee Wee Longway's driveway. Some big ridiculous Dodge Charger Hellcat from 2022 or whatever, and then it's mounted in the rear over the axle. And I will admit the detail, you can't fucking see it. I'm sorry, I know you can barely see it, but it is in there. I promise you, I'm not pulling a prank on you. The detail is honestly pretty sick. It's the Hellcat Scat Pack, Fart Pack. It's the Dodge Fart Pack. It's 500 horsepower. It's 500 horsepower Dodge Fart Pack. It's the Fart Pack Dodge Challenger Hemi Cuda Edition in plum crazy, purple, yellow stripes, and it's got the Fuji rims, bitch. That's what this is. We got a gold stripe on the back, which I don't know how I feel, but this is like if you have autism, this is a really awesome car to stim with. It's like this really smooth. It's like matte, but it's like not. It's like this really soft, smooth type of texture. Feels really good. I feel like that was not the intended purpose, but it is kind of fun to stim on. I just noticed we've got like a cool painted filler cap. And probably this has some kind of ridiculous like NASCAR racing fuel tank that's in the cabin or some shit. It's stupid. This car's fucking lame. The 70s Charger is cool, but it's overdone, and putting a Hellcat's fart pack engine in it doesn't make it that cool. I do like the detail. My cats are beating the shit out of each other. I love the detail on the back is obviously pretty dope. We got the old ass 70s Dodge logo and the painted taillights. Pretty cool. Honestly, a missed opportunity that they didn't just put the OG 70 Charger from the first movie with the big blown engine and the cool circled twisty air intakes. Yeah, like that was kind of a missed opportunity. I don't know why they had to put the meme fart pack one, but whatever. That is what it is. Alright, moving forward and moving on and beyond. We've got the Ford Escort Mark V. What does it say in the bottom? Doesn't even say. RS. The RS 1600 Ford Escort. Kind of, related to this one. Same type of car. They're both Ford Escorts, right? Right? Am I just tripping ballsack? No, yeah, those are both, yeah, it's a Ford Escort. This one is more of kind of a rally-oriented one, and this one is from the 70s. The other one's from the 80s. But again, cool details, pretty consistent cool details throughout this whole thing. We've got some sort of, maybe it's something from the movie. These weird like symbols, looks like the rally symbols for a fire extinguisher and a detachable steering wheel or something on there. Cool painted headlights, and the fog lamps are like molded plastic, or not the rally lights are molded plastic. That's cool. They even got real chrome on the bumper. These are honestly some lit as fuck details on these castings. They all have hella detail. This one's no exception. Again, the back is sweet. You've got the actual licensed Escort typeface there, the cool Euro plate, which I'm sure is matched to how it looks in the movie, and the rear tails, and the chrome bumper is very lit. I have another version of this exact model, and it's not as lit. It was just like an old one from like maybe 2-3 years ago. Nowhere near as lit as this. Nowhere near as many details. They've even got the golden rims. It's a shame that Fast 6 was just a turd fest. That one was a snore fest. The part with the tank, which is what this one is from, there's the main. It's not even the fucking climax of the movie. It's like the halfway point. They're being chased by some ridiculous siphon filter wannabe. It's just like an Abrams tank with a fucking window on the turret, and they're being chased down a highway and all their clown cars. And Paul Walker's driving this one for some reason instead of a Skyline. But kind of a cool car. It's just like I said, this one's more of a rally tune. Got the cool rally lights. The chrome bumpers are honestly pretty lit. Not the best one in the pack, but still cool. Love the details. Just honestly, just not that interesting of a car to begin with. Like, it just, a lot of the cars from Fast 6 weren't that cool. The flip car was dumb. So, still cool, but not that cool. Not as cool as me, baby. Alright, let's do something that's actually cool. I feel like there's some people who may have bought this set just for this one, but probably not. Here it is, the one and only. My car topped at 165 miles per hour yesterday. That's not good enough, Harry. I've seen the way you drive. You got a heavy foot. I need NOS. Yes, that's right. The Mitsubishi Eclipse from the very first Fast and Furious. The thing is so fucking cool, but at the same time a little lame because it doesn't have any of the product placement the trademark of those early 2000 tuners. It had all kinds of cool like brands like fucking Bombex and Brembo and Apexi and Street Glow and K&N and all that bullshit, and that was like printed along the kit. And it had, I don't remember, I think it's like called like API or AP. They had some kind of like body kit logo on the hood. All the branding's gone, but I'm sure that was just a licensing thing. I'm sure half those companies don't even exist anymore. But the license plate is legit. That's the same plate from the movie. It will not, the pizza will not focus, sadly. The California Kitchen pizza will not focus. It will not focus. The California Pizza Kitchen will not focus. But that is the real Arizona plate that the car had from the movie. And the detail on this is fantastic. The headlights are tampographed. They're very awesome. And even though they don't have the licensed branding on the hood, it has this really cool carbon fiber texture. You could almost kind of see it on the camera, but it's not like, it's actually, it's like ribbed. It almost feels like real carbon fiber. That is fucking cool as hell. They put some special kind of coating paint. It has a real carbon fiber like look. You can kind of see it, like those hexagrams almost. That's kind of like real carbon fiber. That is lit. Of course, you've got the classic weird as hell blue and white logo. I love back when those tuners, they just had like random geometric shapes in the design. That shit was so cool. Got the Mitsubishi tri-diamond in the center of the light bar there. The classic. Is it a Bombex kit? I don't know, but everyone knows this kit. This is so cool. It's a shame that it's not branded, but at the same time, this is probably the best version of the OG Skyline that we've gotten or probably will ever get. And it's probably one of my favorite cars from the whole series. It's so iconic. It's so cool. The bright green with the blue and white. It's just so eye-catching. Everything about it is just, it just screams, I'm a fucking badass, blonde, blue-eyed, white boy, undercover cop. And that is just cool, alright? Enough said. There's nothing I can say about this car that hasn't been said for like 20 fucking years. It's cool, alright? And I think arguably, I'm getting a little hoarse here. I'm getting a little My Little Pony here. I'm getting a little Fluttershy here. Hold on. That'll lubricate the old dick suckers, alright. Here we go, baby. The one and only, perhaps... I think there's people who've never even seen Fast and Furious who know that, oh yeah, that's the Fast and Furious car. Brian's Skyline from A Draw Too Fast, A Draw Too Furious, I act a fool. To only get one finger as I'm shifting gears. And then what's that part where he's like, I got a TV in the steering wheel. I don't remember the rest, but that part, I like that part. This thing is the shit. Again, just like the Eclipse, none of the product placement, it doesn't have any of the branding, which sucks. We don't have the Nitrous Express logo. We don't have all of the, like, Brembo and shit. None of the cool logos, but whatever. That's all good, because we've got the legit, we got the Skyline. Again, the pizza will not focus. We got the, like, cool Skyline Nismo logo. The front end is awesome. You can tell even from a distance, just looking at this, that this is the Skyline. Everyone knows this one. The R34, and this shit straight up looks like it's a premium. This looks like it should have a set of real riders on it and cost $30 plus $40 shipping off of eBay from some 50-year-old scalper. The detail on this is insane. I know the pizza will not focus. And that's all on me, and I will be lashed for my tech sins. But the detail on this is phenomenal. The headlights are fully tampographed. All the vents are tampographed. The taillights, the turn signals, the little GTR logo in the hood is tampographed. And the little spaces, like, they're not molded like that. Like, that's painted and textured. I can't stim on it because it's like, it's Frenched inside the... But it's painted and textured, and they've got the GTR logo tampographed on it. This makes me want to come, alright? This is sweet. This is fucking awesome. In the back, just the same. We've got those iconic 4 round rear taillights. The pizza will not focus. We got the same plate, that cool California Florida plate. It's not actually, is it a Florida plate? Or do they have a Cali plate? I forget. Maybe it is a Florida plate. I think it might actually be a Cali plate because that's where you're supposed to be from. But again, so fucking lit. All the details. They even got the tiny little third brake light under the spoiler. The spoiler isn't painted, of course. Like, there's some drawbacks. The spoiler isn't painted. None of the branding. I just now noticed the plate says 2F2F03. That's Liddy. That's a reference, and I'm not going to explain it. Go Wikipedia it, because I'm not going to explain that reference. But this is lit. This might be the best one out of the pack. The details are fucking insane. It really does look like it's a premium. And I know for a fact that this car has been premium emitted, so I'm pretty sure they might have just took that model and just slightly downgraded it, threw some standard rims instead of the real riders on there. But this thing is lit, and there's been premium versions of this before that look horrible, that are just like basically silver and then the side stripes and nothing else. So this is lit. If you don't want to like spend $80 for one premium and just get like a standard one that kind of looks like a premium, get this 10-pack. Definitely worth it. Lit ass Skyline. You could definitely fucking going over the drawbridge, and then Suki's her Honda 2000 crashes down. She's like, "Shit, I'm an Asian woman. Hee." That's what she said. I remember. I just watched it too. And then fucking Ludacris is like, "Oh, Suki, why don't you take that car back to the shop later and we'll work on that body." And he's got the fucking big ass fro with the picket. Luda needs to bring that, man. The fucking Too Fast, Too Furious fro. Alright, this one's pretty lamer. I'm not gonna lie. We got the Ice Charger. This is from the Fate of the Furious. That's where Dom pulls a Sasuke and he kills his family and turns evil. Pretty fucking lame movie. Not that good. I really, really like the part where the chick who's trying so desperately to be Gillian Anderson like hacks all the cars, and they're all like falling out of the parking garage, and like the wave of automated cars is chasing them. That was pretty cool, but the rest of the movie was whack. Not that good. Not that memorable. And the titular scene that was on all the posters and everything, where they're on the ice lake, was honestly kind of lame. But whatever. This is the car from that part. It's, who would have guessed, a 1970 Dodge Charger that's had these absolutely ridiculous modifications. It's got a fucking like jet turbine on the back and some kind of weird, if you don't know, by this point in the Fast and Furious series, it's literally like some fucking Captain Avengers, Nick Fury's ballsack bullshit, and they're all like superheroes now, and their cars have like ridiculous bullshit on them. So he's got some kind of jet turbine grappling hook. Yeah, it's like some kind of weird grappling hook type of bullshit. And the back taillights are painted. And it's like a wide body with, I guess the matte paint is kind of... But this is just dumb, man. This is just fucking stupid. I don't like those elements of the movie quite as much. Like, I'm not saying every movie has to be the first one where it's just some fucking Aryan, blue-eyed, blonde-haired California guy street racing and falling in love, but... Like, can we just not do, like, dumb Marvel movie crap with cars that are racing on ice? Like, my fingernails are too short. When I was at work today, I sliced my fingernail, and you can't see it, and yes, it is my middle finger. I fucking sliced it in half on a metal 1/6 pan, which is what you use to prep sliced chicken at my job, and it fucking hurt, and it bled, and it wasn't fun. But moving forward and beyond that, we've got... the Buick, is this the Regal GNX, or is it just the Buick Regal GNX. I think this might actually be like a brand new casting. I don't think they've ever made a GNX before, but this is sweet. This is absolutely sweet. This is from the opening scene of Fast and Furious, because Fast and Furious just... they liked doing stupid number plate bullshit like now in the 2020s, but back then they were, oh, we can't do Fast and Furious. That's too dumb. Little did they know the last two movies in the series were called F9 and F10, so they were really missing out on the trend back then. But this is indeed the Buick Regal GNX from the opening scene of Fast and Furious, which is honestly the only good part of Fast and Furious, if I'm being real. Not even that cool Minecraft cave racing scene was alright, but it went on for too long. This part was cool though, when they were robbing the truck and Dom's driving some sweet. It's got like you can't really see it in the movie. It has like NASCAR style rims, but they gave it this cool like plastic 5-spoke looking shit. Really cool. Love the headlights. We got the licensed GNX logo, the tail lights, the reverse lights, all very litty, very cool. I'm burping up a lot of Modelo as I talk, and I don't care. What does the plate say? Does it say? Oh, I think the plate's some little I think it says American Racing. That's a little product placement too. But this car is cool. It's like a late '80s muscle car. Very badass and intimidating. And like I said, I think this is the first time they ever made it a casting. Very fun to roll around with my little finger. And it just looks sexy. Like, this is just a cool, classic American design. Super cool. A bit of a more of an obscure one, I guess you could say, from the movies in the grand scheme of things. It's really only in one scene of one movie. But still probably one of the more interesting cars of that movie. Or just interesting things of that movie in general. But, the only thing that, to me, that is more uninteresting than whatever that was, perhaps the Ice Charger, that's what I meant to say. The only thing more uninteresting than the Ice Charger is just straight up some motherfucking fart pack. This is just straight up a fart pack Dodge Charger. They're ripping off. Hey, you guys remember back in 2009 when the Corvette ZR1 had a plexiglass window on the hood? Boy, that was cool in fucking 2009, but no, here we are in the year of our Lord and Savior 2022, putting a plexiglass window over the supercharger. Whoop-de-doo, I guess. And then, of course, we've got the full detailed Chrysler light bar, which will inevitably burn out after 2 years, and you won't be able to replace it because it'll either be too expensive or you won't be able to find a Chrysler dealership that's still open. But this doesn't do it for me. I'm not going to lie, y'all. I don't really give a fuck. This is from Fast 10 or Fast X, whatever. I'm pretty sure that part where they're in Rome and there's this big stupid bowling ball bomb rolling through the city, and they're all driving these fart pack Chargers. So that's what this is from, I'm pretty sure. Snore! Don't care. I see like 15 fucking Dodge Chargers on my way to work. Like, that's nothing special to me. Oh, you put a big engine in it? Whoop-de-doo. Like, come see me in 2 years when it's making a knocking sound, because it's a Chrysler product. And I would know because I've owned 7 of them, because I'm fucking rich. Fuck you. Alright, moving forward, moving on and beyond, and skyward into the Bethesda game Skyfall, we have the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. This is from Fast 5 when they are in Brazil. Very, got a little spillage. Very, very cool car. I love this blue. This is a Porsche OEM blue color, by the way. This is just straight up a 2000s, late 2000s Porsche RS 911. Really cool car. It's like a track-tuned, lightweight version of the 911. I do know this is a modified casting. The original version of this casting, this rear ring here, rear wing, it was originally plastic, and it would get all bent up and funky and Donkey Konged in the plastic, but now they've just modeled it, they've attached it, it's part of the die cast now. Not as many details on this one, sadly, considering how all of the other ones in this pack honestly had some pretty cool details. A bit of a disappointment on this one. We've got nothing on the rear, absolutely no details, and barely anything on the front. We've got the Porsche logo, big whoop, and then we've got, of course, the license. We've got the product placement, the 911 GT3 RS stripe that the car has in real life. I do like these wheels. These are very, very, very like 2000s Hot Wheels rims. They scream 2000s to me, and I'm sure they actually are from the 2000s. It's alright, I guess. Not that cool, if I'm being honest. Kind of a letdown. I'm pretty sure that this is just the regular premium that they sell, that they just pack, or not premium. This is just the regular old standard Porsche that they sell. Whatever. I decided we might as well save the most memey and most iconic one for last. We go. Sylvia S15. Sylvia S15 from Tokyo Drift. Yeah, this is Han's car from Tokyo Drift. Everyone knows this car. This is where that crazy country white boy, he's borrowed this car and he beats the shit out of it and crashes it. But this thing is awesome. Everyone loves the Sylvia S15, one of the most iconic Japanese cars ever made. You got your product placement branded Sylvia logo, and the rear taillights, which have always very, very suspiciously looked like the taillights from a Pontiac Grand Am from the 2000s to me. I feel like maybe Nissan had some kind of like Life is Strange time warp type of powers there, and they went in the future, and they're like, "Wow, Pontiac is going to make some lit ass rear taillights for the Grand Am. We better steal it for the Sylvia." That might be how it happened, but it also could just be a coincidence. But I've always thought that about the Sylvia S15 lights, and then we've got the cool. This car's like not branded as a Nissan. Like they just kind of like they wanted to make the Sylvia its own thing, you know, kind of like how like Lincoln was trying to make the Continental its own little separate thing. Or I guess nowadays you could say like how how Hyundai has separated the Equus, so it's like its own brand. Like that's kind of how they roll with the Sylvia. It's like its own thing, but it's still a Nissan. Awesome headlight. The body kit is all modeled. The headlight is fucking tampograph, my favorite gender. Big old fart can on the back. I love it. Again, just like all the two other ones, no branding. They couldn't afford or couldn't be bothered to get licensing for all the various aftermarket Japanese brands that this car has in the movie. And I think the wing might be wrong, but I could be wrong. It doesn't matter. It still looks lit. Plus, it was Han's car. Everyone loves a sexy K-pop boy. He might be the best thing of all those movies. He's like one of the best characters. But that was the Fast and Furious 10-pack, and I know what you're probably thinking. All right, this was terrible. I'm ready to get out of here. But just you wait, because I got two more. Don't leave yet. I know you want to. I know this has been a terrible time. And I don't blame you. I hadn't even smoked any crystal meth on camera. But I can tell you I saved the best two that I have for last. Because, y'all, I wasn't lying when I brought out... I wasn't trying to, hide anything with my Barbie bandana. That's right. We're going Charlie XCX, Overdrive, come on Barbie, jump in my car. I got two lit as fuck Barbie Hot Wheels just for you. And we're going to check them out, and then I'm going to pull Ryan Dunn and put it up my butt. So, the first one, we've got the C1 Corvette from the Barbie movie. I almost don't want to open it because the card is so beautiful, but this deserves to be freed. This is fucking lit. We got the baseball card on the back that's got a bunch of product placement and a little bit of factoids about the Corvette, which are mostly just marketing fluff. That's nothing about the actual car. But who cares? Let's open this bitch up. I was hella excited to get this one. Rubel's got this for me for my birthday. It was a bit of a surprise. Wasn't expecting it. This thing has got heat on it. It's hard to find, and I've been wanting it for a long time, ever since I saw the movie. And yeah, this is fucking legit. Not as many, not super detailed, but that's okay. It doesn't need to be. This is an exception. The front is awesome. We've got the some product placement Barbie license plate there on the front. Got the iconic 50s mid-mod bullshit on the front end there. Love the design of the C1 Corvette. So cool, and it's also really cool that how they've mimicked the old school 50s two-tone, and they made it hot pink, which of course was not a color I'm pretty sure you could get, but that would have been pretty lit if you could have actually got a hot pink one. And I know the pizza will not focus. I know I've been having a hard time getting the pizza to focus, but it does indeed have the branded 1950s Corvette logo and typeface and all that shit on there. And the interior is, of course, bright white. Every Barbie car has got to be bright pink with bright white interior. And that is, of course, where our heroes, Margot Robbie and myself, would be sitting in the back, going on our adventure with Michael Cera. And like I said, no taillight details or anything like that, but you've got the filler cap is modeled there. The tail lights are like they're French, but you can see that they've modeled them. They've modeled the tail light and the rear bumpers, but painted them pink. Whatever. This is fucking lit, and it's got that cool ass burpee speed Rick Sanchez speed disc rims. These are sweet. This thing is lit. If you find this on a peg, get it, because it will be very hard to find. This thing has got serious heat on it, and it's hot. It's hot in general. This thing is sweet. We got branded, some product placement branding, Corvette on the side there. Yeah, this thing is sweet. You can listen to the Barbie soundtrack all day and roll this around with your finger and pretend you got Ryan Gosling and Margot Robbie in there going on a fucking awesome adventure. But and it's this cool matte pink. Definitely happy to have this one. This is a sweet one for the collection. And if you like Barbie, good little crossover moment there. Like, oh, my girlfriend likes Barbie, but I'm a stupid man. I don't know what to get her. Get her the fucking Barbie Corvette, all right? It's a sweet gesture. All right, we got one more here. This is the last one I'm going to dip because it's been terrible. We have got the OG Barbie Dream Camper, right? The Dream Camper. This thing is legit. It first came to my attention like almost 2 years ago in the video game Hot Wheels Unleashed. This thing with some paid DLC that your boy put his hard orange shills towards. This thing is legit, and now that Barbie is culturally relevant again, and to my interests more importantly, we have got the Barbie Dream Camper once again. Rubles hooked me up with this one for my birthday. A bit of an older model. I think this might be from the late 2010s, like 2018, 19 maybe. Who cares? It's part of the Hot Wheels Metro line. Surprisingly, it's not branded with like any kind of Barbie branding or like Hot Wheels screen time. And as you can see, we have a awesome Swedish IKEA depiction of how this Hot Wheels work. It does indeed have some moving parts. Let's go ahead and free this bitch. Hard to think that this thing has been sitting in its card for like, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 years maybe. How come nobody ever freed this bad boy? This is a Hot Wheel you have to free. Look at this thing. Is this thing not awesome? You can, you know, all right. Like drop the facade here. Do a little Madagascar Ben Stiller funny face transition joke. All right. This thing is sweet, and you know it. Just the fact that they had the audacity to make it at all, it makes it awesome. It is indeed Barbie's Dream Camper. We've got the front end there, which is, I guess, technically fully modeled. We've got the head. I'm sure back in the day there. Oh God, I got like a dust. I got a Peter Griffin. Oh, squiggly line. Wait, no, that was Stewie who said that. Sorry, I got a Stewie Griffin squiggly line moment going on here. I got a random eye water here. I don't know how I feel about that. But I'm sure there was some like real Barbie Dream Camper toy that looked just like that, and they copied the look. On the back here, of course, we've got the spare tire, and because she's a strong, intelligent woman, she does not need a man to help her change her tire. She will take it off the back and put it on herself. And of course, we've got a ladder where she and her, we'll say lesbian girlfriend with blue hair will come up on the top, and they can smoke weed on top of their camper, and it's super lit. And of course, we've got the standout feature here. We've got a little notch at the top, so your little girly boy fingernails can plop right in there, and just pull that down. And now this bitch is ready to hit up the Black Hills and cause a drunken public incident. We've got a full pull-out camper here. Let me look. What have we got modeled here? Oh, bro, this is fucking sweet. You can't really see it too well on my pizza camera, but we've got a plate. We've got like a dinnerware set here. I've got a squiggly line moment going on with my eye that I don't like. But we've got a fully modeled we've got silverware in there. And then if you can see inside, Barbie is living the dream. We've got like a fully modeled kitchen. There's a sink. I'm sure she's got a shitter in there somewhere. If not, one of those like gross redneck things where it's like a toilet seat with a trash bag hanging over the rear bumper. Because she's a raw forestman. And I really like it's almost like a teal colored interior. That's really cool. And no windows, which I'm sure that's because that's how the real Barbie toy is. They don't have fucking windows on it. This is just lit all around. You cannot try to come at me with your bullshit and tell me this is not cool. This is sweet. And it just folds right back up. I love her cool. She's look at this. Like, I feel like Barbie and Brian O'Connor are friends. Like, they've got the same lit as fuck, like, blue geometric tuner shapes. And they put some, like, Hot Wheels. This is got actual Hot Wheels on it. This is fucking cool, man. It's got, like, some sporty rims. Yeah, this thing is sweet. And we've got a little, I didn't even notice, you got a little Barbie logo there. The pizza camera will not focus, sadly. But yeah, I got a little Barbie logo in there. Yeah, you put these two together, and they got like Frankensteins coming out of the ground with flames on them. Yeah, this is sweet. This is a great little addition to any collection. I love these pink beauties. I have another Barbie car somewhere in my hundreds of fucking jammers that I have hidden around my house. I thought that I was gonna put them all in the jammer, but then I got kind of drunk and stoned and I forgot, so I've just been laying them out on this bandana. But oh well, who cares, right? It's legal. I should remind you all, I live in the state of Minnesota where it is legal to get high here, so I haven't broken any laws. And I'll tell you what, I will pack a bowl and I'll smoke it with all of my Hot Wheels sitting around here, and then I'll get out of your hair. How about that? Let me get my Budweiser ashtray and let me set up all my toy cars around it because I'm a big boy and I can now legally do this on camera and nobody can say anything, although I have smoked weed on this channel before, way before it was legal in Minnesota, so I guess I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not afraid of any feds except for the ones that have my home address, which is probably all of them, because I've broken several laws in many countries that I can't legally disclose where. But I did some fucked up shit in Belgium. Don't ask, long story. Happened in the 90s. I was a different man back then. I was in the Marine Corps. Special ops. I had a beard and an eye patch. I didn't lose my eye, I just wore it. Alright, I think that's sufficient. I don't need to waste your time. We got a little bowl. We got a cool little 90s gel action. This reminds me of like those. Is it inappropriate to call them a fleshlight? Like those little like weird rubbery water things from the 90s. Y'all remember those? Is it inappropriate to call it a fleshlight? You know, it's got like a hole in the middle. Y'all remember you would squish them, and sometimes someone had like little starfish and like and ships them and stuff. And those were cool. I liked the neon colored orange ones. It's legal! It's legal in the state of Minnesota! It's all legal! Anyways, thanks for everyone who didn't watch and did watch and will plan on watching in the future, and even thank you for the people who will never watch ever. I still love you anyways. Sure to give me half your paycheck. My Venmo is wallhack413. That's in the description. So anyone watching this many years in the future, remember, like I said, that's still going to be there. I'm not taking my account down. So, you know, it doesn't, you know, you could be, 5 years in the future from now, you're on a micro vacation from work, Donald Trump Jr. is president, everyone has a free Camaro under his rulership, and you're on a micro vacation, like, oh, I'm gonna look, see what's Liddy on YouTube. You find this video, it's like 5 years old, and you look in the description, oh, look at that, there's a Venmo link. Yeah, guess what? It's still gonna be there, bitch. Give me some money, help a brother out, help a fella out. I like being rich, and I like driving Corvettes to the bank on an empty tank off the dank while drinking lean. Anyway, thank you. Y'all been real.